Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Tabz. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be checking out Midnight.im's new beta client. This video is sponsored, but the sponsor of this video is primarily a sponsor just so that you guys, my North American viewers, are able to purchase Midnight, as it is a Russian cheat and it is a little bit harder to get your hands on. My guys over here, linked down below, Real Dudes Inc., do sell it for the exact same price that Midnight sells it for, just converted to US dollars, and they have multiple payment methods, so you're not just linked to like Stripe or Bitcoin, for example. You get multiple. Anyways, not only that, I'm just going to say that I know a lot of people are probably going to want a gameplay because Midnight is a pretty well-known Russian cheat. If you guys do want a gameplay video done, just let me know by getting this video to 250 likes, and I'll make sure to do that for you, sponsor or not. But anyways, let's hop into the showcase, see what's new. And the last video I did on this is on screen. It's been quite a while. I wonder what they've updated. Anyways, let's hop into the video.
Drive loaded, double and coated wood. Zip up all your
all right, boys. So hopping into it, I've just sat here. I downloaded someone else's config and then I edited it just because there's a lot of stuff in this cheat. I didn't want to waste too much time. So as you can see, we've got our champs set up nicely. We're going for like old school weebware style of like the pink and blue. It's the stuff, the stuff that almost everyone runs now. But pink and blue's been like an OG thing since like weebware came out. Don't ever buy that cheat. The new version's dog shit. But hopping into it, here we go. We got the menu open. You can see that I was editing my visuals there. This is Midnight's beta. So I will have this config up, but again, you got to realize that I'm still working on it because it is just some other person's config. And I started using that as a base, changed some aimbot stuff, some trigger bot stuff, and obviously the visuals around, and added my own skins because skins are done very differently in this cheat. And that's something we're definitely going to hit on. But let's hop into it with the aimbot settings first. So when you open up the combat area or the combat group, you will see aimbot, trigger bot, and AntiAM. I like the animations that they got going on here. So for global, you can set up your aimbot key. You can do flash and smoke check, which these are global settings, it seems. You have your kill delay, your override min damage, your new min damage, backtrack ticks, etc. And obviously auto fire and standalone recoil control. So you'll see a lot of stuff is kind of like etched out. So if I do override min damage, you'll see that. And then resolver, and you can't edit backtrack. This is like this so that basically they have a mode called trusted mode, and it's supposed to be a mode that stops you from getting red trust and also lets you use features that are considered a little bit more legit in their eyes. So moving on from globals, we do have weapons. And for example, we are on the Deagle right now, but every weapon is listed on the Deagle where you have it enabled for hitbox head. I'm going to change that to nearest though after doing some little testing. So for your settings, you can do FOV, your smoothing, your recoil control, your recoil smooth, your delays, FOV distance based. You can change your distance based alpha. If you don't know what that is, you can hover over here, so it will tell you. Smooth distance based, ignore jump, auto pistol, recoil control for that, and unlegit features such as backtrack, P silent, etc. But I obviously can't click any of these. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm not able to actually click on any of them because we have that trusted mode on. So generally, you would want to use P silent for a 1 FOV with your pistol. In this mode, just turn your smoothing to 1 and do your FOV 1.2. And for example, because we are on nearest, it is not hitting head every time, but that is okay. You get the idea. Definitely could work on these settings. I'm used to P silent, so like just going for these kind of kills, it is a little different. But again, that's without P silent. That's just 1.2 FOV with a 1 smoothing. So there is some sort of smoothness factor there, but all in all, you're pretty good to go. We switch over to the AK47 really quick. You'll see that I have distance-based FOV with the delta on, as you can see. I don't actually speak that language, so I don't know what the fuck that's saying. We do have that on because I was testing it. Distance-based FOV, I explained this before. If there's somebody in front of you, someone farther from you, but the guy farthest from you is shooting at you and the guy in front is not, it will shoot the guy in front. You don't want that, so turn that off. Smooth distance-based, turn that off. Recoil control, we have our recoil control settings here and our FOV and smoothing here. The smoothing in this sheet's a little different. I noticed a 4 smooth with a 2 recoil FOV and 4 smoothing for recoil for that. Does pretty well. I almost want to say it's a little too strong. We can turn that pitch down just a little bit here to like 0.99. Recoil smooth can definitely go to maybe an 8. Recoil FOV will bring that down to a 1.6. And then we could even bring this up to maybe a 5. We can test it out, see if it's fighting me just a little less. Now, do we have it on head? We do. We're going to go nearest with that. I feel like it's really trying to fight to get that head hitbox. Recoil control is best targeted when it goes to, you want to go for those long range kills so you can really test the control. You can see we're losing it a little bit there, which could just mean we need to up this to maybe a 1.28. And then from there, we can do recoil FOV can stay at probably a 2 is fine. Smoothing a 5. We can bring this recoil smooth down to, we can also try a 5. Try that with some long range targets. See, it loses itself a little. Yeah, see, that's even better. Just little tinkering time like that I'm going to need just to work on those. But that is the weapon aimbot. We can move over to the trigger bot tab, which is very easy. Your main settings are going to be enabled and binding to a key. So you can change the type, always on, hold, toggle, and hold off, and mouse 4. And flash check, smoke check, global settings. And then for each weapon, you can manually change it. So for the op, we can enable it only in zoom. Your hit chance, we can do a 30 delay before shot. We'll add a 4 ms delay hit group. We want head, chest, stomach. And then if we swap over to the op really quick, give that a test. Perfect. It's only missed once so far, and that's negligible. Every trigger bot is going to miss every now and then. All right, so trigger bot is decent. Really good. All right, moving on from that, though. We do have the AntiAM, which I'm not going to go over because I wouldn't buy this cheat to rage. It's not known for that. And also, it's disabled because of the trusted mode, which the trusted mode is really what the key selling point is here. It's a really good legit cheat, and that trusted mode, it gives me a comfort, like a security blanket almost. Every legit player is going to hate me for saying that, but it really does just make you feel a little bit more secure when you're cheating. Moving on to visuals, we have players here, and I love the ESP preview. They did a wonderful job with this. You have enable only visible off-screen ESP, so aka if I put the radius to like 100 and I make these, let's do purple to match more of our gun style. Oh, match more of our gun style. And then I just turn this off. Oh, there you go. You can see the little arrows. Now, I don't know why that didn't change color. Color. Oh, okay. I see. I didn't pull it over, but there you go. Get a general idea of how that works. They do have sound ESP. You can do animated footsteps and such like that. Not a huge fan of that. I don't really use that kind of stuff. Visible and invisible chams, as you can see. And then I have it on default because these are way too dank, but we can go through them. So we have flat, glow, metallic, glass, animated metallic, glow 2. Glow 2 works. You just have to change this to something a little bit darker. As you can see, the preview doesn't show it, but over here does. And then from glow 2, you have animated wireframe, crystal, crystal 2, pearlescent crystal, and animated wireframe 2. Way too dank for me. I'm gonna go wait. I'm just gonna keep it simple, keep it default. And of course, there's glow and invisible, or invisible preview of glow. Surprisingly, in the trusted mode, glow is there. So I'm wondering how they've fixed it. I don't know if they're just rendering glow in a different way than most cheats, but if it's in the trusted mode, they got to be doing something right. And obviously, you can do your teammates the same and shared ESP, so you can enable ESP sharing. And at the bottom, shared successfully. Moving on to items. We have the dropped weapon ESP, the grenades, and the bombs. So starting with the weapons, we could do box, ammo bar, distance, weapon name. So we can drop that, for example. We could put all that down, weapon icon, and box as well. And you can right click to edit all these. So you can do corner, you can do outline, and then you can change the color to pink, for example. And that's what you'd see even if it was hidden behind a box, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to leave that on just because it's kind of cool to have. And then for your ESP and danger zone, you can have all your filters here. If you're playing danger zone, you can do weapon cham visible and invisible. So for visible, I would do something like a blue. Then there you go. You can do your type. And for this, we could do like a metallic, let's say. And then you could do visible and invisible for glow as well. But I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that's absolutely fine. And we could do the same for grenades. But with this, you also get your projectile icon, your projectile trajectory, which will turn on your prediction trajectory and the colors for that. So you can change the colors of each one. You get a frag nade, Molotov, flashbang, smoke grenade, and decoy for glow. And then the same for chams. You can change the cham type here. Moving on to bomb, you have enable and then the screen and world timer. You have glow for visible and invisible for bomb, and the same with cham. Moving on from there, we do have view for view model. This is pretty cool. I like how they're doing the preview. And they also have world here. So we'll start here. We got the hand chams, which you can enable. As you can see, you can change the type, your weapon. And as you can see on our current weapon here, if I inspect in a little darker area, you can see the cham that everybody loved from Select Fire. It's a little bit harder to see on that. You can see it way better on the knife as it goes through the knife. Boom. One of the things that I'd like to see in this cheat for sure is being able to edit the animation speed like some other cheats, because having it go really fast on a large object is cool because it's more visible. Other than that, they have knife in other hand, override FOV, view model FOV, and view model XYZ. So we're actually going to go view model FOV, and we're just going to click that and change it just a little bit to go more further out, better view on guns. And then for world, we have wall modulate, which pretty much you can do, holy shit, static prop modulation, vertigo, blue HDR for the skybox, but you can do all the ones in the game. Removals, bloom amount, and bloom is really good if you up it a decent amount. I'll actually give you a close up for this. So bloom is really cool for chams, and I'll show you why. It's really good for glowing chams. It should work on these, even though they're default chams, but if you increase the bloom, you can't really tell. From a distance, you can kind of tell on certain chams, but it makes them glow and pop a little bit more, and bloom is definitely something cool and worth using. The only time bloom won't work is if you disable post-processing, so we'll just turn that off for now. And then fog is disabled in the trusted mode, but everybody knows what fog is. Moving on from view, we do have HUD here, and as you guys can see, we have aspect ratio, hit markers. Hit marker I'm actually going to turn off because we still have hit sounds. So we can turn hit sound on. We got sniper crosshair. We can do in-game overlay. Again, you're going to want to do overlay for trust factor. Bind list, player list, spectator list, velocity graph, third person, reveal Overwatch, reveal competitive ranks, which surprisingly disabled due to trusted mode restriction. I didn't know that was something that could cause red trust. You learn something new every day. Aim FOV, recoil dot, aim target hitbox, and aim position helper, which we all know aim position helper doesn't actually help if you're at a ground level that is different from your target. We also have radar, and then we can do in-game and show bombs. So we're just going to enable the normal radar, and then we can change the scale. I'm not sure where it's put it. Hello. So we can actually pick that up and move it around. You guys can't see it, but it's right here. I can put it under me, for example. Boom. They also have their cloud radar, much like Vanity, that you can use, which is pretty cool. And then that's pretty much it for here. We can move on to the main MISC, which is trusted mode. And if you click on here, you can see disables all server-side detected features. Streamer mode, which is for this feature to work properly, you need to disable anti-aliasing. Streamer mode, I'm guessing, is just it disables all viewable features on OBS capture. For me, this won't work because this computer in the back here, I just put my finger on it, god damn it. This computer is what I use to record and stream. So even if I have things off, like I could shift tab right now, it doesn't matter. This is going to pick up anything my monitor picks up, so I can't really show you streamer mode. Technically what it does is it just stops OBS from capturing visuals. And then of course there's deathmatch mode, and this is forces all teammates to enemy. And this is something that some cheats for some reason just don't do. We also have auto accept, walk bot, knife bot. Your type for knife bot is quick, backstab, and auto. Clan tag changer, you can do rotate, print, or brute force. You can change the custom clan tag and your own nickname. You can visualize your binds, do your MISC binds, and your menu binds. The inventory changer is what you need to enable so that your inventory that you set up on the site, which I'll show you shortly, is able to update through here. Same with profile change. You have to have it enabled on here so that the site can pick it up. And then moving on from there, we have movement, bunny hop, auto strafe, duck in air, edge jump, edge bug, jump bug, fast walk, slow walk, quick stop, and strafe assist. Moving on from that, we have the cloud, which you can see I'm using this config here, but again, I will work on it for my next video with Midnight and give you guys the config. But for now, that's just it. You can reload the config. Let's create a config and click save. For example, at the bottom, cloud config saved successfully. We have movement, so you can enable this, free look, play, record key. This is just a movement recorder. And then in grenades, it's the same thing. It's a grenade helper / grenade recorder. And you can download configs for this off the website. That is pretty much it here for the cheat itself. I really am going to try to get a gameplay out. Let's see if we can get that 250 likes as mentioned. I reviewed Midnight before, the non-beta version, and it's pretty sweet. But really quickly, we're going to hop into the site and look at how the cloud features work. All right, so once you're on the site, you're going to go to midnight.im/cloud. So we'll go there really quick. I'll just remove the inventory, just go to straight to cloud. And you can see cloud radar, cloud config, inventory changer, grenade packs, movement, and profile changer. So first off, cloud radar, you're basically just going to connect to this and wait until you're in a match. I believe it has to be an online match. So it's just going to say waiting for data. But for example, I can hit show QR code. And then really quickly, I'm just going to swap over to my other camera and show you what this looks like. So on your mobile device, you're just going to slide over to your camera. As you can see, camera's out. Boom. You're going to go over and hit the link. And when you hit that link, will bring you over to the website. And it's going to be a little hard to see, but it just says waiting for data. Pretty much the same thing it says for me here. And then if I swap back really quick to the main screen, you'll see it's the same thing, waiting for data. It's because I'm not in a match. But that's how the cloud radar works. You can copy and send that code to any one of your friends, or pull it up on a phone, or have one of your friends pull it up on their phone. And then from there, they have a cloud radar based off you just playing with them. Moving on from that, we have the cloud configs where you can create a config here and do all your stuff here. You can share your settings, set as default, edit it, etc. So for me, with the legit config, I'm going to set it as default, and then it will load up, and it is now set for default. Inventory changer. I hate that this isn't in the cheat, but the fact that it's still here, I mean, cool. It's definitely a cool way to do it because you can edit your skins through this and everything. Set it as, the default gun in game. You can also quick delete them by doing this and then going to delete selected. We're going to go with, what's a cool dude? We'll go with this guy. Custom wear, custom name, custom steed, and stat track. Doesn't really apply. Just click save. And then at the bottom here, you can see cloud inventory successfully updated, and that's in our game. For here, we can go SMG, go P90. Actually, let's add like a normal weapon. I don't have an M4A1S yet. So M4A1S. Blue phosphor. We can drag this. We can go wherever we want. Custom name. Blue balls. Stat track. 1121. Click save. And then as you can see here, cloud inventory was updated. So we can just hit this button, go to inventory, replace for CT. That's the blue balls. And then we grab the M4. We can see our stat track, the blue balls name, all that cool stuff. Hell yeah. I can't wait to work on this config a little more. Just do something random here like 222, save, boom, do that. And then if we go back into game here and we go to cloud, we can go to configs, main, and then profile changer, update profile, give it a second to load. And then we should be able to click on our account. And it just says unfreeze with Prime, but you can see that it's already been changed. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have Prime on my main because I really don't play CSGO, and I record all these videos on my main, all the reviews. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, that was midnight.im. And surprisingly, I'm actually recording this after midnight. So this video can get up nice and early for you guys. But either way, if you guys enjoyed the video and you guys do want to review, a gameplay, like I said, 250 likes. And if you guys want me to review any other cheats, somebody asked me about Anuria. I know they won't sponsor a video, but if they want a video, or you guys want a video, I'll definitely do a video on them. But yeah, I don't normally give my opinions on cheats that often. I kind of just do showcases, but I'm not even really sponsored for a gameplay, but I kind of already want to do a gameplay with Midnight. It just seems like a lot of fun, and the cheat just altogether seems good. I'm really quickly going to actually save this config because I want to make sure that I come back to this when I do eventually do a gameplay because I believe in you guys. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. My name's Tabz. Peace. Ah, my nose ring. Oh, that fucking hurt. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, I'm bleeding. Nice.
What?